Hi, I'm Chip Wade from HGTV, and these are my 5 tips for gardening boot camp. Whenever you get started with a makeover, whether it be for the inside of the house or the outside of the house, you need to make sure that you declutter first. So when it comes to curb appeal, you want to walk around the front of your home and make sure all the lawn debris from last year's season is completely cleared out of the way. That means your old mulch, all the leaves that are compacted in the beds, you want to make sure you rake those all the way down to the soil. And then you want to make sure you get your soil tested. Making sure the pH is right in your soil can be critical for a great looking lawn and wonderful flower beds. Now, one of the biggest questions I get asked is how do I do these makeovers on such a tight budget? Well, the answer is pretty simple. I have to shop around, and that's what you have to do too. I search online to see what is available in its entirety, and then I go straight into the home improvement store and put my hands on the physical products themselves to see exactly the sizes, colors, and shapes that are available. From there, I compile my list. Now, when I go to the register, I make sure to have a credit card with me that gives me great return on investment. Okay, the Chase Freedom Card actually gives me up to 5% cash back on up to $1,500 on home improvement purchases now until June 30th. This is huge when it comes to the retail checkout because you want to get all that money into putting it into your plants. That's going to give you a great percentage extra to fill up those beds to the max. Now, when you're filling those beds, what you want to do is you want to make sure you put down some type of weed blocker. Now, if you spent all your money at the store and you don't have much left, I recommend putting down some newsprint. What this does is it inhibits the weeds from coming up through. It's a very inexpensive version of a weed blocker fabric that you could pay money for, but why pay money if you don't have to? Simply take it from your recycle bin, put it on the ground, and it'll last for a whole season. Pretty fun, right? Okay, now, one way of getting the maximum benefit from your plants are bringing them up off the ground a little bit where you can see them. I actually incorporate raised planting beds in a lot of the makeovers. Here's a great example of one from Sam's Club. This is actually under $40 and you can assemble it with no tools. It's perfect, right? All you have are these little corner pieces and the sidebars. It's about 3.5 feet wide, 3.5 feet deep, and there's actually 2 sections that come in one box. It doesn't really get much better than that. All you have to do is add your soil and then put all the plants that you just bought from the store right in them. Bringing the plants up a little higher are a great way to get maximum impact for your space. One of the most fun things you can do in your yard to add curb appeal can be as simple as adding a new mailbox. How often times do we go to the store and buy the cheapest possible option? Which is what? The $39 special 4x4 pressure treated post with a $12 black mailbox. While this isn't horrible, it's not really that great either. What I oftentimes do is spend just a few more dollars and make it look much beefier. Even bumping it up to a 6x6 post can make all the difference in the world. Now that you have all the plants in your yard, take a few of the same colors that you used in the rest of the landscape, crowd them around the mailbox, and you'll have a landscape that is really tied in with the house. These are the little touches that make all the difference in the world. I hope this has helped you out, and happy gardening.